The purpose of this video is to take you through the various different features btwb has available to you, so that you have the opportunity as a gym, as a program, to go from a brick and mortar potentially into a virtual offering. Okay, given the times, um, given coronavirus and potential further issues with maintaining a brick and mortar gym, btwb has various offerings that will still allow you to offer valuable content to your members virtually. So we're going to cover some of those things today. You can see, we'll start off inside of the btwb app itself. You can see the home screen here. One of the things available to you is the ability to attach videos to each of the programmed workouts you're providing to your members and your clients. All right, so you'll notice if I scroll down here on the home screen, we have our calendar, and then on the calendar we have the various different tracks you might provide to members. Inside of each of those tracks will be different workouts you program. One of the things that you can do with each of those programmed workouts is attach videos. And the idea behind these videos here, and the way that you're seeing them now specifically works for YouTube links. So if you record yourself, you'll need to upload it to YouTube and then attach it here. But the idea behind these videos is still giving you the opportunity to provide that personal touch that you might do in person at the whiteboard for your specific workouts on a daily basis. So for example, here you can see a WOD brief video attached. We're calling it a WOD brief. And basically what we're doing in this video is we're talking about the workout for the day. And we're covering strategy options, scaling options, demos, pretty much everything that you might do at a whiteboard in person. This way, your members, your clients can still log into the app. They can still view the workouts that you're giving them on a daily basis, and they can watch you coach them or teach them about how to perform, what to expect for that given workout. So still providing that nice personal touch there. And you notice here that you can attach various different video options and links. Okay, so you're not limited to just the one. The videos that you're seeing here are actually attached to a note. So this isn't a workout itself. We use a separate track to kind of attach these. And then down below in some of these other tracks that we have available are the actual workouts that we're referring to in those videos. Okay, so not only do you have the video options, don't forget that you still have the extra instruction options, and that's going to be collapsed here, but you can always, members will always be able to click to expand. And you can use the extra instruction option for whatever you want. Okay, this could be, maybe you're covering stuff that you're not including in the videos, or maybe you're not doing the videos, but you're providing those extra tips and instructions here in this text block. All right, so both of these items, the videos and the extra instructions, can be added in the same place, which we're going to cover in just a second. But these here will still enable or allow you to, again, add that little personal touch to the workouts that your members and clients might be used to on a regular basis with you in person. Okay, and let's go over now showing you how to actually attach those two items there, which is actually quite easy from the plan page. So what we're going to do here is we'll stop sharing that. And then let's go ahead and share this screen. Now this screen is your plan page. Okay, I've got a nice empty calendar here for you. And the idea behind the plan page is you'll come in here, you'll select a track you want to add your workout to. You'll pick a day on the calendar. So let's go with February the 15th here, Monday. And then we'll come down here and we'll either find a workout, use some pre-made CrossFit.com workouts, or we can build our own. Either way, doesn't matter. So we'll use the find workouts really quickly here just to plan a quick workout. When you get to this screen in the planning process, here is where both of the videos and the extra instructions inputs will be. Okay, So for the extra instructions specifically, you got this nice big box here. So we can go with something like go unbroken for as long as possible. You might even use this to provide some warm-up notes also. So maybe, we'll just type up some stuff here, but this will be your warm-up that you want to include with the workout, and then you actually have these specific workout notes here. Okay, however you want to use that box, you can. Remember, members will be able to access that inside of the app on this particular workout item. And then down below here is where you can add external links. Now, I showed you inside of the app 3 attached URLs. Again, there's no limit there. You can do as many as you want. There's users will be able to horizontal scroll through each of those. But what you're going to want to do is give the video a name. So we'll go with WOD brief here, and then attach a YouTube link. And you can do different ones, movement demo, attach another. We'll just copy this one over, attach another YouTube link, etc., etc. Okay. YouTube links are special because they'll get embedded with that thumbnail image inside of the app, as I just showed you. All other URLs you can still attach here, but will appear with empty blank thumbnail images currently. We're working on getting that updated. And then it's just a matter of planning the workout. So I plan this workout. It'll pop up here on the calendar with those items. I can always click back in to adjust whatever I need to. So if I wanted to change the extra instructions or change the links provided, I can here. But now when members access that workout on the app on that date, they'll get to see those notes. They'll get to see those video links attached. All right, so that's one way to go virtual with btwb and still provide that nice personal touch your members might be used to. So let's jump back into the app, because I want to go over some more things here. So while we're getting that shared, okay, here we go. Perfect. So in addition to those options, you've got some other things that you can do that are really cool. And with that, sorry, give me 1 second here. Okay, here we go. So with that, you also have access to different feeds, okay? And you'll notice the icon down here next to the plus button at the very bottom in the footer. Just to the right of that is the activity feeds icon, okay? And on this screen at the very top, you get the various different feeds. Your gym will be one of those feeds. And the cool thing about the gym is that it makes it really, really easy for you to go through and see what everybody's been up to, okay? So you'll scroll through this. It's just a reverse chronological live feed, but this makes it really, really easy to then comment on each of these and emoji on each of these. So I can go through, give out some nice emojis here. Then I can even click in to comment on a specific workout post. All right, so just because, the whole point here that I'm trying to make is that just because you guys are now virtual, right, you're having to do everything from home, everything online here, doesn't mean that you still can't get those nice touch points between you and your members, right? Everybody likes a good pat on the back, a nice fist bump in the gym. Well, we're doing all of those things, but we're keeping it virtual now. All right, and the gym feed here will not only allow you to do it, you and your coaches to do it, but also allow your members who are used to working out with each other every single day to do it as well. Okay, the more touch points, the better. The more members and clients think that you are watching them and paying attention to their performances, the better. Okay, so there's definitely still a way to keep people engaged, keep people motivated this way via the activity feed. All right, so let's come back to the home screen here. Just switching gears a bit, if programming ever became an issue, btwb does provide free programming for gyms specifically. All right, now we call this varied not random. These are VNR tracks, and specifically with the varied not random tracks comes a dumbbell version of the workout and a no equipment version of the workout. So if you ever decided to that you needed to kind of switch gears because things are remote now, because things are virtual, we'll provide you an easy option, if you choose to use it, for quick programming to your members. All right. Now, you'll have access to these tracks on your plan page, so you can easily use those if you want to, but members will also be able to access those directly from their calendars on the home screen here. If they click subscribe tracks, it'll open up this little section here that has find a WOD, and we actually have those tracks here on a daily basis. So if somebody was interested in doing the VNR dumbbell only track, for example, they can click that and it'll show them what that workout for the day is. Same thing with the VNR no equipment track. So one of the cool things about the VNR, the varied not random programming, is that the idea is we have a fitness track, and all of the other workouts are kind of based on that fitness track. So performance would be scaled up versions of the fitness track. And then dumbbell only and body weight are those specific variations, again, of the fitness track. So regardless of which workout you're doing, you get a similar stimulus, but no equipment and dumbbell only specifically provide your members a nice, quick, easy option for them to do at home, in the backyard, in the garage, with sort of limited equipment or even no equipment. Okay, so this is an option for your members to do for sure. Okay, now if we take a moment here to switch back over to the web, I'll show you exactly how you might want to, so we'll jump back into this here, how you might want to use these tracks. Instead of having your members go in and kind of click to find them each day on their own, you can actually provide those workouts from your plan page if you wanted to directly. So first things first, one of the things that you can do is from your tracks page, you should automatically have the VNR tracks given to you here down at the bottom, these bottom 6. If you just want your members to see those every single day on their own without them having to go into the subscribe tracks, find a WOD, and click on that track, well, all you need to do is just make sure that you keep these tracks marked as default. Default just means that they get added to that track automatically as a follower when they join your gym. And then you just need to make sure that the numbers here match up. So how many people do you want in each of these tracks? If you need to add more, you can always click on Manage Members here. Sorry about that, some Wi-Fi issues. To then go ahead and click to add somebody to the track, or easily click to remove somebody from the track. It's as simple as that. So now the only difference here, let's jump back to the screen. The only difference between the stuff I showed you in the app and this is now anybody who's actually following the track in this way will get those tracks automatically on their calendars each day. They don't have to do any extra work to go find them. So, if you as a programmer decide, you know what, we're going to follow the no equipment and dumbbell only WODs for all of our members during this time while we're virtual, while we're remote, just come on in here, mark these as default, add all of your members to those tracks, and now you've got daily programming ready to go for them, and that's just what you guys are going to be following. Okay, and we do have a VNR prep track here where we attach lesson plans, WOD brief videos, guided warm-up videos, all of that stuff kind of prepping you for these workouts here. So you can choose to show those to your members if you want to. You can kind of look at them yourself and see if you maybe want to provide your own workout or your own videos for each of these and how you want to kind of describe the strategy and whatnot, totally up to you. Okay, so let's jump back then into the app, because there's a few more things definitely available to you from a remote virtual gym standpoint. All right, the first thing I want to go over is fitness level. So just because people are having to work out at home doesn't mean they couldn't still take advantage of some of the cool fitness level offerings we have. All right, if I click into the fitness level feature here in the top right hand corner of the home screen, I won't dive into too much detail on fitness level. We've got some cool other videos and articles you can read about that. But the point here being, even if you can't perform heavy or power lifts or Olympic lifts workouts here, right? So even if members can't add new data points to those workouts, it doesn't mean that they can't still focus on some of these other categories, okay? It doesn't mean that you still can't provide fitness level workouts from some of these other categories for them to do, which would in turn allow them to at the very least, monitor their progress in those categories, okay? So for example, speed and endurance here, these two categories are running and rowing intervals. So, you know, if you wanted to program some short distance running and rowing for those people who do have rowers, obviously, or some long distance running and rowing workouts, you totally can. It only takes 2 results in each of these categories to unlock that category. So there's nothing keeping any of your virtual or remote clients from still unlocking those 2 categories and then routinely kind of performing workouts in those categories to see how they progress there. All right, so you can still take full advantage of those 2. The body weight category will be a nice category to use because those are all workouts that require only body weight. You'll have some limited equipment, potentially a jump rope, a pull-up bar, something like that. But nowadays, lots of people have access to those in their garages or their home gyms or whatever. So those are still great options for you to look at to program. And then the light category as well, oftentimes only requires, you know, a light barbell, you know, 95, 65 for some thrusters, for example. So for those members who do have access to a barbell and, you know, limited bumper plates, that's a possibility. Otherwise, you've got light dumbbell options in there as well as light kettlebell options. So those are great workout options that you can still provide that will still allow your members to unlock some of these categories and monitor their progress in these categories, even while away from the gym. All right, so don't be afraid to dive into each of those and poke around a bit to see if, you know, you'd like to throw in one of those on occasion for your programming. All right, if we come back to the home screen here, we've got just a couple of other things I want to go over. The first of those will be something we call add-on programs. So if you click into the side menu here, the very first option at the top is something called programs. All right, now these programs are programs we've designed, btwb, and they are finite programs. So we're looking at anywhere between about 17 total sessions to maybe about 20, depending on the program. But the idea here is these programs, at least for now, have been designed to help people get their first something, their first fill in the blank. Usually it's a gymnastics movement, either a basic gymnastics movement or a advanced gymnastics movement. And what might also be a great option for you to suggest to some of your members is to follow one of these programs. And following them is incredibly simple. You simply find the one that you want to use, you click on more, you adjust the starting date, we'll say Friday for this one, and then you select the days of the week you want those 20 sessions, for example, that this program has, to appear. So if I want to do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I can add that program, And all this does now is add those workouts to your track on those days. So if I'm going to switch this back over to all my subscribed tracks here. So if I click into Friday, which should be the very first, let's see, the very first day that shows up. I got to switch over to my personal track here. So once that happens, let's refresh. So it's not showing me there, but I do have this here. So something must have happened with my tracks there, but here's actually an example of a program that I followed previously. So I went through that same process with the Toes to Bar program, selected a day, chose the frequency with which I wanted to work out. And what we have here on the personal track, so this will always get added to a user's personal track versus any of the gym track offerings you might have, is day 1 of the Toes to Bar program. So we'll have a note always, and then each of those sessions is going to come with 2 or 3 accessory pieces. So you got the warm-up here, you've got the test, you've got skill A, skill B, skill C in this example, and all of those are going to come with workout demo videos, and they're going to log scores to these workouts, plus log the same way that they would log scores to any of the other workouts. So adding programs or suggesting your members kind of try some of these programs, especially if they're kind of stuck at home away from the gym a bit, is a great idea. If I come back here to programs really quickly, especially given these programs, they're mostly gymnastics programs. We do have some weightlifting programs at the very bottom of this list, but these are all sort of designed to be, you know, performed in a garage, right, with limited equipment. If you have access to a pull-up bar, great. Maybe a set of rings, awesome. But we have first push-up there that hardly requires any equipment, first strict handstand push-up. So lots of options here for your members to kind of still improve on some of these skills, these gymnastic skills, even while away, right? And the last thing that I wanted to go over with the btwb app to help keep your members engaged, to help add to those touch points a bit, is going to be down in the footer menu here. We've got on the very far right hand side, we got this chat bubble icon, and this is our direct messages feature. So there's nothing keeping you from clicking into one of these to have a conversation with a member about something. All right, this will be a direct message between you and a member. You can create a new message via that plus icon in the top right-hand corner. Click in, send a message, right? So I had some previous testing messages in there with Danny. But lots of, so we can keep those interactions going is the whole point here, right? We are working on a group messages feature. So very soon you'll be able to add, you know, maybe create a group between you and an Olympic lifting group you might have had at the gym, or, you know, a run club, whatever it is, however you want to do that. You'll be able to set those up here and send messages back and forth, get notified when new messages are sent, et cetera, et cetera. So all of these options here that we've covered in this video are to help you, help your gym, help your program to continue to offer value and content to your members, you know, given whatever circumstances are requiring your gym, your program to have to go remote and virtual, okay? Our goal is to help as much as we can to keep people engaged, to keep people fit during the time that they might have to be away.